And we're back. The Fayette County Sheriff's Office has kicked off a new campaign about domestic violence. It is called Know the Signs. And Sheriff Kathy Witt joins me right here in the studio on this message that you're trying to spread. I mean, this is a massive campaign that you guys started a couple of months ago.
It's a really big campaign. You know, I've been doing this work for quite some time, and I noticed over the last few years that we have a really strong collective body here in Lexington that reaches our victims, but we weren't doing enough awareness. And so last October, which is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, we decided to change that. And we were fortunate to partner with UK football coach Mark Stoops. He came and did a PSA with us.
And we ran that right here on our air.
Absolutely, yep. And you all have been great in running that. But he was really good. He was so genuine about his care and concern about this topic and reaching all ages. And he really is very influential, as we all know, both on and especially off the field.
And I know you've had some people that have been touched by that PSA that have reached out to get help.
We certainly have. One of the first days that it ran, we had a lady call and said, "Do you know that commercial?" And I was sort of taken aback. I said, "What commercial?" She said, "The one with that football coach." I said, "I do." And she said, "That's me." She said, I didn't think anybody cared. I didn't think there was any help. I need your help." And so she came forward. We worked with her. The calls have continued to come.
Good.
But we quickly realized that the PSA wasn't going to be enough, that we had to try to reach people other ways. So we sent a e-newsletter to all of our neighborhood associations telling them about the signs and asking them to share it with members in their neighborhoods. We've gone to neighborhood meetings. We called our medical industry, our doctors, our dentists, and we've asked, can we place these handouts in your offices? Because oftentimes when you're in there with your physician that you trust, if this is sitting here, that starts a conversation.
So you can pick those up in a lot of places. And let's talk about the signs. There were some signs that I saw in there that I was like, really? Some of them you don't even think about.
Yeah. There are a lot of signs. Some of them, you may say, well, that's me, but I don't feel like I'm in an abusive relationship, and maybe you're not. But when you start going down this list and you're saying yes to a lot of these, more than one of these, you really need to stand back and really assess what kind of relationship you're in. Like if you start a new relationship and the person seems jealous of you, especially if you're young and you're in a young new relationship and your partner seems to be jealous of you and you think, oh, well, isn't that sweet? That means he really likes me. That jealousy then turns into isolation. He doesn't want you to hang out with your friends. He picks your friends. He doesn't want you to go to family gatherings by saying, I want all of your time, spend all of your time with me. But he's really trying, or she, whoever the batterer is really trying to isolate you and control you. If they are critical of you constantly, don't like your haircut, don't like what you have on, don't like where you work, what you do, what you stand for.
There are a lot of these signs, and we want to give you this information so you can log on, find out more. FayetteSheriff.com. You can find a list of all the signs right there. We're out of time, unfortunately, but thank you so much, Sheriff, for coming in.
Thank you so much for partnering with us. I appreciate that.
Thank you again. We're going to check the forecast now. Meteorologist Tom Ackerman joins us from the